Evaluate the effect of outliers on the performance of k-means clustering. What strategies can be used to minimize their impact? Outliers significantly affect the performance of k-means clustering due to its reliance on distance calculations to form clusters. These aberrant data points can disproportionately influence the positioning of centroids, leading to suboptimal clustering results. Here's a detailed analysis of their impact and strategies to mitigate it. Impact of outliers on k-means clustering. 1. Centroid distortion. Outliers can skew the centroid calculation, resulting in centroids that do not accurately represent the majority of data points in the cluster. This distortion leads to clusters that are not well defined and fail to capture the true structure of the data. 2. Cluster misallocation. Outliers may cause data points that belong to a particular cluster to be incorrectly assigned to a different cluster. This misallocation decreases the homogeneity within clusters and the overall clustering quality. 3. Increased variance. The presence of outliers increases the within-cluster variance, making the clusters less compact and well separated. This increased variance reduces the clustering algorithm's ability to distinguish between different clusters. Strategies to minimize the impact of outliers. 1. Pre-processing and outlier removal. Before applying k-means, use statistical methods to identify and remove outliers. Techniques such as Z-score analysis or IQR, interquartile range, can be employed to detect and eliminate extreme values. 2. Robust k-means variance. Use variations of k-means that are less sensitive to outliers, such as k-medoids, PAM, partitioning around medoids. K-medoids selects actual data points as centroids, medoids, making it more robust to outliers since medoids are less affected by extreme values. 3. Distance metrics adjustment. Modify the distance metric to reduce the influence of outliers. For example, using Manhattan distance instead of Euclidean distance can lessen the impact of extreme values due to its linear nature. 4. Data transformation. Transform the data to reduce the effect of outliers. Logarithmic or square root transformations can diminish the influence of large values and bring outliers closer to the rest of the data points. 5. Clustering in multiple stages. Perform clustering in stages where initial clustering identifies and isolates outliers. Subsequent clustering can then be done on the clean dataset, ensuring that the centroids are not influenced by extreme values. Outliers can severely impact the performance of k-means clustering by distorting centroids, increasing variance, and causing misallocation of data points. However, by employing strategies such as pre-processing to remove outliers, using robust variants like k-medoids, adjusting distance metrics, transforming data, and clustering in multiple stages, the negative effects of outliers can be minimized, leading to more accurate and reliable clustering results. Discuss the application of k-means clustering in the field of natural language processing, NLP. How can it be used to group similar text documents? K-means clustering plays a significant role in the field of natural language processing, NLP, by helping to group similar text documents, facilitating various applications such as document organization, topic modeling, and sentiment analysis. Here's how k-means clustering is applied in NLP. Application in NLP. 1. Document organization. K-means clustering organizes large collections of text documents into coherent groups, making it easier to manage and retrieve relevant information. For instance, news articles can be clustered by topics like sports, politics, and technology, enhancing the efficiency of content management systems. 2. Topic modeling. By clustering documents based on their content, k-means can reveal underlying themes or topics. This helps in identifying prevalent subjects within a large corpus of text, which is particularly useful for summarizing and analyzing trends in social media posts, research papers, or customer feedback. 3. Sentiment analysis. clustering similar text documents enables the aggregation of sentiment analysis results. For example, product reviews can be grouped into clusters representing positive, negative, and neutral sentiments, providing insights into customer opinions and helping businesses to improve their products and services. Process of grouping similar text documents. 1. Text preprocessing. The first step involves preprocessing the text data to convert it into a machine-readable format. This includes tokenization, removal of stop words, stemming, and lemmatization. 2. Vectorization. Text documents are then transformed into numerical vectors using techniques like term frequency inverse document frequency, TF-IDF, or word embeddings. Example, word to VEC, GLOV. These vectors represent the semantic content of the documents in a high-dimensional space. 3. Applying k-means clustering. The k-means algorithm is applied to the document vectors. It partitions the data into k-clusters by iteratively assigning each document to the nearest centroid and updating the centroids based on the mean of the documents in each cluster. 4. Cluster interpretation. Once clustering is complete, the clusters are analyzed to interpret their meanings. This can be done by examining the top keywords or representative documents within each cluster. Benefits: improved information retrieval. Clustering helps in organizing documents in a way that makes information retrieval more efficient and effective. Enhanced data analysis. By grouping similar documents, k-means clustering facilitates better understanding and analysis of large text corpora. Personalized recommendations. In recommendation systems, clustering can group similar content, allowing for personalized recommendations based on user preferences. K-means clustering is a powerful tool in NLP for organizing, analyzing, and extracting insights from large collections of text documents, thereby enhancing various applications across different domains.